we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check, steal.
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Little start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Striker, 3-3, ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Down to the 42, second down. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a Louisiana native from the town of Jennings. It's Travis Etienne. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. When you look at the Saints defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. It easily move into the top 5.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 11. They go play action now. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
11. Let's go. We're good.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
You look at this Jaguar defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Jaguars. On red.
Lawrence will throw. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Great job.
Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, run!
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Jupiter.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Hey, Lion! Take right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get the guard, John Runyon. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go, let's go.
Again, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jags are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On the set.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Yellow. Set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Smash, red. Set.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give to Kamara running right. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Madden. Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Let's go
The
now.
offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Trouble 38. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
He lets it go deep for Olave. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On play action, they'll throw. Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yellow, zoom, white, white.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Take right open. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Motion left, Cup. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Now 2nd and 3. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go.
2 yards to go, second down.
Hut, hut.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Easy. Read it 44. Read it 54.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Here we go, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready up. Green Jack. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Here's second down. They'll drop the throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Black Ultra.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Hey, Ron.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
This is 1st and 10.
Black shot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.